Hey everyone, and welcome back to my workshop. Today we're talking about the bubbles. If you worked with epoxy before or seen many tutorials online, you already came across most usable ways of how to get rid of bubbles in your pour. I'm gonna repeat those briefly, but we're gonna be concentrating on the hands-on experience. And today's example is going to be this river table pour. For this application we'll be using craft resin deep pour formula. Before we even start mixing, there's one step that many beginners miss: sealing the wood edges. The air trapped inside the wood will escape once resin starts penetrating the grain of the wood. When this happens, wood release the bubbles exactly into your pour. So what I usually do to prevent that to happen is to apply a seal coat on the edges of the wood. And for this I'm using craft resin 1:1 formula. On this project, edges already sealed, so we are ready for the main pour. Now let's talk about three main ways to control the bubbles. The first one is warming up your resin. Cold resin is thicker, which makes it easier to trap the bubbles while mixing. The easiest way to do it is simple. Just boil some water in a kettle, pour it into the bucket, and place the closed container with the resin into the warm water for 20 minutes. These gently warm up the resin and help bubbles to rise to the surface the natural way. The second thing is how you mix your resin. Ideally, you should mix by hand. When mixing by hand, you're less likely to introduce any bubbles into your mix. But when you're working with larger volumes like I am today, in that case, use the paddle mixer, but use it on a medium speed. High-speed mixing will whip air into the resin, and that creates loads of bubbles you don't want. Today I'm mixing 8 liters of resin, split in 2 buckets with 4 liters in each. I'm also adding 2 different colors to the river effect. So I mix resin and the hardener first, then add the pigments and mix everything through carefully. Once the resin is fully mixed and the colors are incorporated, we're ready to pour. Alright, the resin is in. After pouring, I usually wait about 10 to 15 minutes. During this time, most of the trapped air naturally rises to the surface. Then I go over the surface with a blowtorch. The heat reduces the surface tension of the resin and helps the bubbles to pop instantly. You'll actually see the bubbles disappear right in front of you. So to summarize, controlling the bubbles in the deep pour really comes down to 3 simple things. First, warm up your resin. Second, mix carefully, preferably by hand or with a mixer, but on a medium speed. Third, use a blowtorch to remove the surface bubbles. And don't forget to seal your wood edges before the pour. If you follow these simple steps, you dramatically reduce the bubbles in your resin pour. If you found this video helpful, thumb up and subscribe, and leave the comments down below. Thank you for watching. I am Alex. Happy crafting!